Hello and welcome, this is Donna. I wanted to share with you today a altered cookbook. I actually made this before Christmas. I made 3 and they were all different for my children for Christmas, and this is the one that I thought was really fun to share. It's very retro or kitschy, I would say, really. And what I did was I didn't have the Better Homes and Garden cookbook, but I did have the Better Homes and Garden gardening. So it is a ring bound journal, and there's stuff all over here. And on the cover, I used a really fun tablecloth and a square from a quilt. I think it was the fan quilt, and lots of fun seam binding trim, doilies. There is a milk can cap and the saving sticker like H&S green stamps, but this is top value, and ephemera that I printed off. And then there's another please place ticket and neck of bottle when the milkman came. And we have combination of different board games, tiles with the letters. And let's get right in there. It is bound by using seam binding, and I just put holes through each side. And we'll get right in there. So there I use a lot more quilt material. I had this really fun flannel fabrics that I used for pajamas for my children. Yeah, and make sure we're in frame. Tight space here. And so more rickracs and lots of quilt pieces through here. Here's from an actual old recipe book that I have that's a ring bound too. And I reinforced all of the holes for the rings to go through, so it's very user friendly. I did my my 3D effect on the pattern pieces for this apron pattern that I fussy cut, and it's just really fun. Appetizer, excuse me. And here is a tuck, and I'm going to use this throughout because I think she was organizing them when I got these back, and there's not all the tucks are filled. There's a little charm. If you want breakfast in bed, sleep in the kitchen. So there's more in reinforcement. Here's a bread bag, and then that makes a fun tuck. We have that, the Pyrex. I just placed special recipes that the kids really like in here. That's just a snippet from an order of something, and I did a lot of fussy cutting. There's a H&S green stamp. There's another recipe from Dinosaur Barbecue. This is a little fun thing that has a tuck, and then you close it and it flips up. And I did a collage here all about apples and soups and salads. There's another 3D apron. This has a really fun button and a flash card, and just homemade. That was fun to do. This is a recipe that is handwritten by my stepdaughter's grandmother. And there's another tuck with this really fun crochet work. You know, sometimes you pick these up and you think, where would I ever use these? And I did find a way. And the paper bag is on the back of that one. Here we go. Wow, she's pretty dressed up for the grocery store. I remember people in curlers. So here we did a collage of vegetables, and I really love this fabric. I used to have stools covered in this, so that was fun. And this is all labels. I wish I could find more of these. I love these seed packets. And here's that tablecloth that I used on the outside, and here's some beautiful needlework on that. Oh, and this also can be either a tuck, and I left the pocket open of the okra seed pack. And then this comes over here, and getting your groceries packed. High heels, yes, we all love high heels for the grocery store. Some recipes. And I just trimmed them around with some vintage seam binding. Used a bag and just an advertisement about a wallpaper store, paint store. Another apron. Here's a dinosaur barbecue to-go bag, and she could put a lot in here. There is a recipe tucked in there, so that's fun. You could also tuck it right there too. And these are some vintage wallpaper borders that I thought went with this book. This is a glassine bag that I collaged, and these milk tops and the milk ephemera is from Nancy from Wishes and Weeds. She had a whole bunch of these, and this was a fun trim, and I ran it through this crochet, made a pocket out of the quilt piece again, and I had this fabric and I thought it coordinated well. There are laces and crocheted pieces all throughout, and I did sew most of these. Ooh, are we sticking? What's going on here? No. I didn't notice it before. Why is this sticking? Oh my goodness. Well, nobody told me this. We're gonna go like this right now, and then we're gonna fix it. Some paper, some craft paper, enhanced bread. That is a belly band right there, baking away, still in those high heels. More craft paper. This is a side tuck with, would be, I got it in a pack of stuff that had library pockets and tucks, and it's like a catalog separator of sorts for maybe catalog cards. And I love this piece off of a bag that I have, so I did that. And then here we have more quilt pieces. This is another recipe, handwritten recipe from her grandmother, and I just kind of did a waterfall here with this ephemera to make a tuck. This is a bread sack, and I did sew around it. Plastics are, yeah, they're fun to use in this type of journal. This is it is a label off coffee, and I did a lot of fussy cutting of images that related. This is a napkin that I got, and I'm not sure if somebody gave this to me or if it was in an ephemera kit. I absolutely love it. There's another one of those Jersey Milk labels. This is a belly band with a collage and sewing. Another bag, more craft papers, another little collage here with pieces. This is great, well-preserved, folded, self-rising flower bag right there. And this is an advertisement. It hasn't a single belt, fan, or drain pipe. Ooh. Refrigerator. So there's that, and it has a little story or something on the back. And you'll eat it. You'll eat it and you'll like it. Yep. That is a pocket, and you can see that this was from the garden book, the Better Homes and Garden book, because there's the chapter page there. Separator. Another collage. Could have sworn that was a tug. Oh, it's over here. And so that goes like that. Dairy cardigan. And there's another recipe in the handwriting from her grandmother. dessert, and that's that pajama fabric again, and it has breakfast images all over it. This is a border wallpaper, vintage wallpaper border, and I just used a piece of packaging and did the stitch around it, and used that cording that I thought coordinated. And this is just an image, and did the rec around that. Home baking made easy. And frozen key lime pie. This is one of the favorites here. And this is from the pages of I'm pretty sure it's one of my Fanny Farmer cookbooks. I had a couple of copies from 1960s. So that's that. And then I love the graphics on this. Aren't they awesome? The cherries. So I cut it in half and I did it this way. So it creates a little interest and texture, and there's grapes, and here we have more fussy cuts. The advertising, oh, this folds open like that. And I did end up getting the stickers. I just happened to be at Michael's and I thought, well, what can I put in here that would just be little bits and pieces that's not all ephemera, and make it just, you know, a little kitschy, really. So that's how I used those. More of that advertising from a cooking magazine. And here is another pocket, and I just made a mixed collage on that and put this flashcard, the cake and baking theme. And these are all nice and sturdy. There's another apron, there's the pumpkin pie, the sour cream cheesecake recipe from Ithaca Bakery. Thought that was kind of fun there. Another one of those card separators. And there's peanut brittle, and that is for grandmother's too. And then, so this is a double pocket. There's this vintage envelope. And here we go, chocolate mousse. Another place that I just used linen. Another place to stick some recipes. And then we come up here towards the back, and that was the back of one of the pages too. What does it say? Wood, something about probably making trellises or wood or something. But I loved these little snippets to make a pocket, and I put these in here. A lot of people use these for beans. There's another piece of that quilt, and I stamped that stamp. There's bagels and lox and cream cheese, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a New York Times, and on that is Sonny and Cher. So I just thought that was really funny. So I will put that back together for her. There is the back again, and the ring bound. It was a lot of fun, and thank you for spending your time with me and watching this, and hopefully that inspires you to make a cookbook for someone. You have a great day. Thank you. Bye.